It was 2:17 a.m., the kind of night where the world feels paused. No cars. No voices. Just silence and thoughts you try to ignore. Ethan Carter was lying in bed, staring at the ceiling of a small apartment in New York. Sleep wouldn't come, IT hadn't for weeks, bills stacked on the table, deadlines missed. Dreams slowly fading, and then his phone lit up. Mom calling. Ethan glanced at it. For a moment his thumb hovered over the screen. He knew what she'd say. Did you eat? Are you sleeping well? When are you visiting? The same questions. Every time. He exhaled, frustrated. Not now, he whispered. And just like that, he declined the call. The phone stopped ringing. Silence returned. But something didn't feel right. A few seconds later, it rang again. Mom calling. Ethan closed his eyes. Why now? He muttered. He turned the phone face down. Let it ring. And ring. And ring. Until it stopped. Minutes passed. Then another notification. A message. Ethan picked up his phone. Opened it slowly. Message from Mom. Please call me when you wake up. I just wanted to hear your voice. He stared at the screen. Something about the message felt different. But he brushed it off. She's just being emotional again, he said to himself. He locked his phone, turned to the side, and finally, sleep took over. Sunrise the next morning. Sunlight forced its way through the curtains. Ethan woke up late, his head heavy, his body tired. He reached for his phone, checked the time. 11:42 a.m. Then, his eyes widened. 7 missed calls. All from one person.
Mom.
That strange feeling returned.
Stronger this time.
He quickly sat up. Why would she call so many times? His heart started beating faster. He opened their chat again. Read the message one more time. I just wanted to hear your voice. For the first time, that line hit differently. Without thinking, he pressed call. 1 ring. 2 rings. 3 rings. Pick up, please pick up, he whispered. Then, the call connected. But it wasn't her voice. Unknown voice, soft, serious. Hello. Ethan froze. Mom, he said. A pause. Then the voice spoke again. I'm sorry, who is this? This is Ethan, her son.
Who are you?
Where's my mom? Silence. A long, painful silence. Then, words that would change everything. I'm really sorry your mother passed away last night. Ethan felt like the world had just stopped. What? He whispered. No, that's not possible. She called me. I saw her calls. His voice started breaking. There must be some mistake. The voice on the other end softened. She was trying to reach you for a long time. Ethan's grip on the phone tightened. She collapsed around 3 a.m. We found her phone in her hand. Everything went quiet. Not outside, but inside him. His mind replayed the night, the call, the message. I just wanted to hear your voice. He dropped the phone. Hours passed. Ethan didn't move, didn't speak, didn't cry. He just sat there, staring at nothing. Until the tears came.
Not soft.
Not quiet. They came like a storm. I should have answered, he cried. I should have answered. Over and over again. But no matter how many times he said it, time didn't go back. Mantelpiece clock memories start flooding. That night, Ethan couldn't sleep. He opened his phone, scrolled through old messages. Photos, voice notes, missed calls. He clicked on one of her old voice messages. Mom's voice. Hey, just checking on you. Don't forget to eat, okay? I made your favorite food today, wish you were here. Ethan covered his face. I was always too busy, he whispered. Too busy for the one person who was always there. Cloud with rain, the journey back home. 2 days later, Ethan was on a flight back home. Looking out the window, clouds passing by, and memories hitting harder than ever. Every laugh, every hug, every ignored call. He clenched his fists. If I get one more chance, he whispered. But deep down, he knew. There are no second chances. For moments you ignore. The funeral. People gathered. Relatives. Neighbors. Friends. Everyone had something to say about her. She was so kind. She always helped everyone. She loved her son so much. Ethan stood there,
Silent.
broken. He walked slowly toward her grave. Each step felt heavier than the last. And then, he whispered, "I'm sorry, Mom. I was just too late." The grave was still fresh, the soil dark and damp. Ethan stood there long after everyone had left. No voices, no footsteps, just him and the silence he created. "I'm sorry," he whispered again. But this time, the words felt empty, because apologies don't change the past. Crescent moon that night. Ethan stayed in his childhood home. Nothing had changed. The same couch, the same curtains, the same clock ticking on the wall. But something was missing. Her. He walked slowly into her room. The door creaked open. Everything was exactly the way she left it. Her glasses on the table, a half-read book, and her phone lying beside the bed. Ethan froze. That phone. The same phone that called him 7 times. His hands trembled as he picked it up. For a moment, he didn't want to unlock it. Because he already knew, whatever he'd find inside would break him even more. But he still opened it. Mobile phone, the last truth. The screen lit up. No password. She never hid anything from him. He opened the call log. Ethan, 2:11 a.m. Ethan, 2:13 a.m. Ethan, 2:14 a.m. Ethan, 2:15 a.m. Ethan, 2:16 a.m. His chest tightened. "She kept trying," he whispered. Then, he opened the voice recordings. There was one recorded at 2:16 a.m. His heart started pounding. He pressed play. "Ethan Beta." Her voice sounded weaker than usual, slower, like she was struggling. "I don't know why, but I feel very uneasy tonight." Ethan's eyes filled with tears. "I tried calling you. Maybe you're busy." A pause. Soft breathing. "I just wanted to hear your voice one more time." Ethan covered his mouth. Tears fell one after another. "If you hear this later, don't worry about me." Her voice cracked. "Just take care of yourself and don't skip meals." A faint, weak laugh. "You always forget." Then silence. The recording ended. Ethan dropped to his knees. "No, no, no," he cried. His whole body shook. "She knew," he whispered. "She knew something was wrong." And he ignored her. Not because he didn't love her, but because he thought there was always tomorrow. Days passed, but Ethan didn't leave the house. He stopped answering calls, stopped replying to messages. Because now, he understood what it felt like to be ignored. And it hurt. More than anything. Every small thing reminded him of her. The kitchen, where she used to cook his favorite meals.
The chair.
Where she sat, waiting for his calls. The window, where she would look outside, hoping he'd visit. And suddenly, everything became too heavy. One evening, Ethan sat with her phone again, scrolling through contacts. Then he noticed something. A contact saved as daily call, "Don't forget Red Heart." He frowned, opened it. It was his number. Ethan froze. "She set a reminder to call me every day," he whispered. Even when he didn't pick up, she still tried. Every single
Day.
That was the moment. Something inside him changed. Ethan stood up, wiped his tears. "This ends here," he said softly. "No more later. No more busy." Because now, he knew the truth. Time doesn't wait. People don't stay forever. Weeks later, Ethan returned to the city. But he wasn't the same person anymore. He started calling people. Old friends, relatives, anyone who mattered. Not for long talks. Not for anything special. Just to say, "Hey, how are you?" Because now he understood. Sometimes, that's all someone needs. One night, at exactly 2:17 a.m., Ethan's phone lit up. But this time, it wasn't his mom. It was a call from a friend. He looked at the screen. For a second,
He remembered that night.
then, without hesitation, he answered. "Hey, I'm here." We lose people, not always because of distance, but because of delay. Don't wait. Don't ignore. Don't assume there's time. Because one day, the call you ignore will be the one you can never return. Months had passed, but for Ethan, time didn't move the same anymore. He still woke up sometimes at 2:17 a.m., not because of a sound, but because of a memory. That call, that moment, that choice.
But something had changed.
He wasn't running from it anymore. Ethan's apartment looked different now.
Cleaner.
Brighter.
Alive.
Not because life got easier, but because he started living differently.
He called people back.
Immediately. He replied to messages, even when he was tired. He visited friends, spent time with family. Not because he had time, but because he made time. Because now he knew, love isn't shown later. It's shown now. One evening, Ethan sat at his desk, looking at his phone. That same message still saved. "I just wanted to hear your voice." He read it again, and again. Then he whispered, "What if no one else feels this regret like I did?" That night, he made a decision. Ethan started something simple. A page. A message. A mission. He called it, "Answer the Call." At first, it was just one post. "Call your parents today. Not tomorrow. Not later. Today." No fancy words. No marketing. Just truth. But something unexpected happened. People felt it. They shared it. One message became 10. 10 became thousands. Soon, stories started pouring in. People saying, "I called my mom after years. I talked to my dad for the first time in months. I almost ignored the call, but I didn't." Ethan read every message. And, for the first time since that night, he felt something different. Not pain. Purpose. One day, Ethan received a message. From a stranger. It said, "I saw your post. Last night my mom called me at 1 a.m. I almost ignored it, but then I remembered your words. So I answered. She just wanted to talk. This morning she passed away. If I didn't answer, I would have lived with regret forever. Thank you." Ethan's hands shook. Tears filled his eyes. But this time, they weren't just tears of pain. They were tears of meaning. Because somehow, through his loss, he saved someone else from the same pain. That night, Ethan sat alone, looking at the sky. Stars shining quietly. For the first time, he smiled. "Mom," he whispered, "I couldn't answer your last call."
His voice softened.
"But I'm answering everyone else's now." A gentle breeze passed. And in that moment, he felt something he hadn't felt in a long time.
Peace.
Life doesn't give warnings. It doesn't tell you, this is the last call. It just happens. One missed moment. One delayed response. One "I'll call later." And everything changes. Forever. But if you're listening to this right now, you still have time. Time to call. Time to care. Time to show love. Because the truth is, it's never about the call you missed. It's about the ones you still can answer. If you enjoy our content and want to support us, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell notification bell so you never miss an update. Your support means everything and helps us create even better content for you.